Everybody's good at sending a tweet about how the world should be and nobody's doing anything about it. And that is just very much human nature.
We've gotten soft as a culture.
Yes. Of course we've gotten soft as a culture in the US because the US has had an incredible 200-year run. The American culture is soft. People literally complain when somebody gives them the wrong amount of extra cream in a Starbucks $6 coffee. Lack of interest in complaining is so high, and when I watch what people complain about, it breaks my heart because they completely lack perspective. But the reality is that it's just never been better to be a human being. That's just the truth. That's just data. That's reality. I think anybody who's listening right now, if you want to set yourself up for success, ask yourself how much risk you've taken in the first 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years of your life. When I started talking about business on Twitter, every single comment in 2009 was, shut your mouth, wine boy, stay in your lane. I'm telling you right now, you want to talk about why so many of you aren't exactly where you want to be? Look deep inside yourself on what your expectations of others are. You're in trouble. The amount of people in here that have a job they hate and they buy things they don't care about to impress people they don't give a fuck about scares the shit out of me. Long before I became the wine guy on YouTube and Twitter, I was a businessman. And I think if it's your truth, there's a very big difference between being an entrepreneur and a successful entrepreneur. I think it's unbelievably exciting for me. It feels warm in my heart that the thing that I've seen consistently, analyzing this every second of my breathing day for the last decade, has been whatever your truth may be, as long as it is actually your truth, you will always over-index. I have to be me, and wherever the chips fall, and I think for everybody, A, it's fun because it's easier, and B, audiences are smart, to your point. You can smell when that person wants to put their agenda through. The truth is undefeated. Every single person's business or ambition will grow exponentially tomorrow if they spend the next 13 years giving away free content forever. Person that holds the breath the longest wins. Being efficient, executing, shooting for those big goals is predicated on your actions. Do you take an extra long lunch from jury duty to say, you know what, cool, I'm gonna chill and watch YouTube videos? Or do you hustle your face off and try to cram as much in? Every minute count. Every minute has to count. Every minute has to count if you want so much, because you just don't have as many of them as you think. You just don't. Do you know yourself, or do you aspire to be something you might actually not be? You're just completely in this incredible place of unlimited options. I just struggle with people's inability to have perspective on where they sit in opportunity in a 7.7 billion person world. I am remarkably stunned by the lack of accountability in our society. And let me tell you what happens with accountability. You get real happy when you feel that there's no other source controlling your shit. All of a sudden it gets happier. The way to really eliminate fear is by not giving a about anybody's opinion. My losses are mine. I'll deal with them myself. To have a special life, you have to do special things. And that usually means putting in the work and loving it. You take your advantages. Some advantages are experience. Some advantages are youth. Forget about Benzes and shoes and homes and planes. The ROI of life is not money, it's being happy.